Yo, back at it again with another Digimon deck list. We have KingWhamon deck list. Please subscribe, hit the comments, hit that notifications to keep you notified of more content coming up. And let's jump right into it. Now we're doing things different today. We are actually going to show you the combo power of the whale. This dude is phenomenal. This is something I've been testing with. I've been so happy with. I love this list. This is my personal build, henceforth, disclaimer. So this is what I like to run. Now we're gonna start off with the combos. Let's talk about the eggs first. This egg here, actually a Pokemon, actually, when you play a Digimon, you get to, from one of your sources, you get to gain a memory. That's very, very important. We're only running 4 of these eggs. I don't want to get in the way of anything else besides just running this particular egg. So this is what I want to run with this list. The next card is, we're going to go up into our chain. We're going to go into the level 3. I want to go into this level 3 or another level 3 that I actually run, but we're not going to talk about those other cards. We're just going to show you the specific chain that I want to go up into. So this one right here, actually, when you play this card from your source, you get to draw 2 cards. And then we're going to go into the KingWhamon. When you play this card from, when you actually just play it, not from your source, when you just play the card, you get to unsuspend the Digimon. This is very, very important for this chain. And then you're going to go into the Whamon, actually, the level 5. On play, when you play this card, you get to play a level 3 from one of your Digievolution sources. And then when you play this card, you get to play a blue Digimon and place it from your hand, and then place it under one of your Digimon evolution sources at the bottom. So this is like really, really important as well to spam the board. The next one we're going to go into is the King Well. So both effects are not once per turn, which is phenomenally good, and I'm gonna abuse both of these effects really well. This is just too good. So the first effect is, when you attack, you get to actually play a level 3, or you get to play the Whamon, which is the level 5 from the source, right? And then you can play it and then get its effects. The second effect is, when you play a Digimon from under one of your sources, you get to bounce a level 4 or lower Digimon to the owner's hand, and then trash all of the rest of the cards from underneath it. So this is actually very, very strong. But the only bad thing is, why did it give the well only 11k DP, dude? It's a fat dude. He's supposed to have a ton of health. But anywho, he's 11k DP. It can be easily blown up, but we're gonna spam before we get to that play. So this is really, really strong. All right, so now, essentially what you want to have when you do this combination effects, you definitely want to have some type of tamer to give you, set you to 3 memory, but you definitely want to be here and here when you are already at 3, when your opponent gives you the memory. If your opponent gives you 4 memory, he's crazy. So, but you definitely want to be 3 memory when you move this card up, right? So, henceforth, we're gonna move up our monstrosity, right? We move this up, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to swing, and then once we swing, the well will trigger to play the Whamon well, and this well will actually trigger when it's played. You get to play a level 3, right? Let's say for sake of purposes, so we can show how this list actually works, let's throw out some cheap level 3s here, level 4s here that we have here, right? So let's flip these up, right? Let's say my opponent has a board that looks like this, right? He has, a bunch of cards on board. Whatever the case is, he has a bunch of cards on board that he has that we can just actually bounce. So we can use this full potential well, right, for testing purposes, right? So you play the well, you play out this chain, right? And this well says, since you play it at level 3, you get to play a blue card, no matter what it is. You put a blue card, blue Digimon card underneath one of your sources. Let me do that correctly. Blue Digimon card from to underneath one of your sources. So I want to play the well, right, underneath this source for this combination, right? So once you do that, hopefully that it's 11k DP, it doesn't die, right? So now when you play this out, so this well will trigger, you played out 2 Digimon from one of your sources, you get to bounce 2 Digimon back into your opponent's hand. That's 4 or lower. Secondly, all these cards here are be 4 or lower either way, right? So now you get the effect of Pokemon. Since you played a Digimon from one of your sources, you get to gain a memory. So you go to 4, which henceforth is perfect number for Kaiser Nail and Leomon, because both of these do the exact same thing. Leopardmon, right? So they both do the exact same thing. Kaiser Nail actually allows you to play a Digimon from one of your sources, and then Leopardmon actually allows you to play a Digimon level 4 lore from one of your sources, which technically we only hit the 4 lores anyway, because the well doesn't play out 4 lores. It only plays, it doesn't play a level 4, it plays a 5 and it plays a 3. So you're missing that actual piece. So we're gonna go into, if you have this chain, then you definitely want to go into the level 6 into the 5, so you can actually play this out. And what you want to do is you evolve this, and you get to play your level. You get to play your Gurumon and unsuspend, right? You get to unsuspend, right? This is actually pretty cool. You get to unsuspend this, which is really, really cool, right? So you unsuspend, right? And then you get to go into a this will cost you 4. Of course, the Leopardmon will cost you the 4, right? You get to unsuspend, you go to 0. You definitely want to use a Hammer Spark here, or gain some type of memory to go into another level 4 here. So you Hammer Spark, gain the 1, and then you go back to 0 because of the Colamon, or whatever his name is, Colamon, and then you get to go back to 0, and you stand at 0. So now you get to swing again, and then remember I said that this isn't once per turn when attacking. You get to play another level 3 or Whalmon. So since you put another whale underneath this guy, you go ahead and play it again. Play it again. Unfortunately, you don't get to abuse the egg to gain more memory, because that'd be insane amount of memory on the turn, which is ridiculous. But you get to go it again, and then this well plays another Digimon from underneath your sources, which is a level 3. So when you went over this one, now you can play this all over again, and this will allow you to have 6 Digimon on board. And hopefully, again, on the second check, you do not get to die. So if you don't die, then you get to go into this beautiful guy, which is the Omnimon, and swing again for the 3rd swing, and you have a wide board with going tall, which is very, very strong, very, very good. Hopefully you go all in, and then the next ending plays will you just have jamming on board, because this gives you all 4 lore cards jamming, which is phenomenal. This is ridiculously good. So that is the combination of this entire chain, and this is why I just totally forgot the fact that I get to bounce 3 more cards into my opponent's hand, because I played out even more Digimon, which is insane. So that is the play, and that is what I've been testing with and I've been enjoying with. And then this is to show you the list of what I have been doing with this play. This is the list. So I know you guys are seeing this. It's a lot of cards all over the place. There's a lot of pieces and a lot of things that's going on into this list. But I enjoy every last piece and flex spot that I can do, because I am a techie builder of deck list. I like building my decks very techie and very specific to certain deck builds too, that can handle certain things that I see out there being played, and you can handle them in the right situations. So but I like the fact that we do get a sideboard now. It's like 5 cards, I believe, I'm not mistaken. But this is the list. This is the showcase of what I'm doing. I'm running a low level of level 3s. I built my list off of low level 3s. Some people might say they're inconsistent, but the thing is, this list draws so many cards, so technically you will see your level 3s, because your Gobblemons will draw you cards. You have your Gomamons will actually draw you 2 cards, and then you actually have Kodramon that actually draws you 2 cards too, and then you have your Davis and your blue memory boost to actually look for your pieces as well. So this is actually very strong list. Oh, another thing, the Leo mods actually draw you too. And I do have blockers in this list. I do have hybrids in this list. I do have security checks. I have jamming. I have like so many things. You can sweep, you can do a lot of things. You can hit, you have double swings. You have a lot of plays here that you can just like really do a lot of work with. I know I went over the whole chain of the combinations and starting off the video, but this is the actual list that I am looking at and I've been testing with, and I've been having a good time with this list, honestly. Just playing it and testing it out and seeing how things work out, and it's been doing very well. You definitely want to save some of your threes when you play it. Do not place threes under the well. You don't have to trigger the effect of the Waymon every single time. Only when you have the certain pieces when you want to. You do not have to go into the chain that the combination that I was talking about, because it definitely can be a risky combination, but when it works, it works. But there are so many other plays in this list that actually really does work and does fantastic. There's so many combos. So this is my list. This is the techie build that I built. I was skeptical on showing this list because it's very techie of my choice, and this is what I like to do, man. I like to build decks, man. So this is the list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys really comment on some of the pieces and maybe give me some ideas and tech plays that I know I can like work on and see what works. So if you guys like the content, please sub, hit a like, and hey, as always, peace.